Lately, in my tarot readings, I have come across a lot of people holding on to stories, holding on to anger, holding on to resentment, holding on to what people have done to them in the past. And I'm seeing through the work with my clients, through my tarot readings, and just in general, that a lot of people are hindering their lives by holding on to these stories, by continuing to tell the same stories over and over again. In this video, I want to help you find ways to release your anger, to release your resentment. And that's not to say that you did not go through something traumatic, but it is to say that you are ready to heal. You are ready to move past this. You are ready to move forward. And I want to help you find ways that resonate with you to do that, so you can live fulfilled, healing, fun, joyful lives instead of living in your story, instead of living in pain and living in fear. I first want to start this video off by saying everybody's experiences and trauma are going to be different. Two people can go through the exact same event and feel completely different about them. There are also horrific things that happen to women and children. And I am never, ever going to say that what happened to you does not affect you, that what happened to you is not holding you back. There are different levels and different forms of trauma. And what I want to say in the very beginning of this video is that your pain and your trauma matter. You matter. What you went through matters. You as an individual, as a soul, as a person, you matter. You're beautiful, you're perfect, you're worthy, and you can have everything that you desire. I want you to take what I'm saying in this video and find ways that work for you, dependent upon your trauma and what has happened to you. Each situation is going to be different, and each thing that I provide in this video might not work for you. Some things might. Maybe you piece a few of the things together in order to make something that makes you feel comfortable, that makes you feel like you're healing and working on yourself. I never want anybody who's been through a traumatic experience to feel like it doesn't matter, because it does. And I never want anybody who has gone through a traumatic experience think that they cannot heal from it at the right time for them, at the right level for them, and the right way for them. Okay, let's kick this off with my favorite way to work on healing, and that is visualization. What I like to do is visualize a situation that has happened to me, an event that has happened to me. And then I'm visualizing myself as I was in that moment. So let's just use a random example. Let's say we're going back to an event that happened when we were 10 years old. Okay, so in my mind, I will close my eyes. I will get in a very meditative state. And then I will visualize my 10-year-old self in whatever moment or experience that I feel called to work on at that time. I do highly want to tell you that your intuition will bring to you what you're ready to heal. If you're not ready to heal something on a personal level, on a soul level, on a body level, your intuition would not bring it to you. So what you can do, if you don't know a specific age, maybe you don't know a 10-year-old age or 15 or something that happened to you, ask your intuition to bring it to you. Your intuition will only bring what you're ready for. Okay, so we're going to go with our 10-year-old example. I would imagine myself as 10 years old, and then I would imagine the me of right now stepping into that very moment with that 10-year-old. And time would freeze around us. Maybe there was a bully. Whatever your situation is, that time would freeze in that moment. And I, as the me now, would talk face to face with my 10-year-old self in that moment. Eye contact, looking directly at her, telling her everything in that moment that I wish I, as the 10-year-old, could have heard, that this beautiful little girl would have needed in that specific moment. Holding her, hugging her, comforting her, telling her she's worthy, telling her this situation does not define your life. This situation does not define who you are. Allowing her to say whatever she needs to say. And remember, your intuition knows, your soul, your body, they know, because we're holding on to that trauma as energy in our body. It knows what we needed in that moment. It knows what we would have wanted to say. And so really just allowing your intuition and your mind to let that play out. Let that little girl or boy say to you what they needed in that moment. Let them talk to you. Let them cry to you. Let them hold you. Let them hug you. Whatever is needed, your intuition will know. And you're just going to go along with that visualization and allow those things to play out and unfold. Then what I like to do is, let's say the situation is a bully. You, of course, plug in your own situation when you're ready. And we're going to go with a bully. So we have a bully when I was 10 years old. As the adult me, I'm going to hold the hand of the 10-year-old me, and we're both going to face the situation of what happened. We're both going to face that bully. And we're both going to look the bully in the eye, and I'm going to hold on to 10-year-old me for support. And I'm going to allow her to say to the bully whatever she needed to say in that moment. You hurt me. You affected me. Why? Even if they have to yell and get angry, because anger is not wrong. When we suppress it and hold it in, that's when it becomes an issue. That's when it becomes a problem. But allowing this 10-year-old version of me to scream, yell, to ask why, to say, you hurt me, to say, leave me alone, don't ever touch me again, don't ever talk to me again. Saying whatever needed to be said in that moment. And then when I feel that the 10-year-old me is ready to let go of this, the adult version of me would then say to this bully, I'm releasing you from this. I'm no longer angry with you. I no longer hold this against you. I am going to let go of this energetic situation, this energetic trauma. I'm going to let go of what happened here. I'm going to wish you well, but I'm going to cut ties right here. And that's what I do when I want to heal something really important in my life. And when I know that there's something stuck, when I know that I need to move on from something, I trust and know my intuition is going to show me exactly what needs to be healed. And that's kind of how I play it out. And it has changed my life so dramatically. It's almost like time traveling back into the past to talk to my younger self to help me move forward in my current life. It has drastically changed my life because I have been able to say what I couldn't say in that moment while still being me and still being this younger version of me, being able to say and express what you've held in and held down for so long is so freeing. I encourage you to try this one. This is my favorite method of healing and letting go of trauma. A wonderful way that we can let go of anything in our lives is through something so simple, yet we have a hard time believing it. We have a hard time doing it because we have been programmed and told through our entire lives, many lifetimes, that it is not real, that we are not real, that psychic and intuitive abilities are not real, and that could not be so much further from the truth. And that healing technique is simply your intention. You setting an intention to let something go. You setting an intention to release that energetic stuck garbage, if you will, trauma, situations. Setting the intention to let it go from your body. When you set an intention, you are speaking directly to the universe, and the universe always provides, always. Even when we're speaking negatively, they're providing that negativity right back to us. When we're speaking positively, setting positive intentions, the universe provides those positive intentions, okay? Our thoughts are controlling our universe. Our thoughts are controlling what is we are experiencing. Now, again, I want to say that there are certain situations that are disgusting in this world, and I do not believe for 1 second that we intend for these disgusting acts to happen, okay? So do not take this as me saying you brought it on. You did not. I do not believe that for 1 second. But I do believe that we have the power to control amazing things happening in our life. We have the power to control if we're going to wake up happy. We have the power to control if we're going to wake up sad. We have the power to control if we're going to heal. We have the power to control if we're not. So really setting an intention and allowing the universe to know, look, I'm ready to let this go. I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to have the life of my dreams. And I'm ready to let the energy of this situation go. A great way that I have found to heal, especially in relationships. You've had a friend hurt you, a family member hurt you, maybe a lover, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a person betray you, and fights happening, co-workers stabbing you in the back. We have all experienced someone in our life who has hurt us or betrayed us. We've had a fight. We've had a disagreement. We have also said things we wish we hadn't have said. You've heard things you wish you hadn't have heard. Something I like to do is to write a letter. So let's say, for example, you've had an argument with a family member and you don't want to talk to them anymore. Maybe you've let that part of your life go. You've sent them away in love, but you're saying, this is my boundary. I feel safer if we're not together. But you know that you still have things that you want to heal with this connection. Writing a letter that you're not going to send will really, really help you heal from that moment. So let's say you've had that fight with a family member. You want to get out your journal or your notebook, maybe even an iPad that you want a digital notebook on, and really write about the situation. You want to write about it from beginning to end. You want to feel the emotions. And sometimes I know it's hard depending on the fight or what happened, but you want to feel the emotions that you felt as you're writing every detail down. You want to feel the pain, and I know it's hard. I know it is. I've done this technique many, many times, and it's hard to feel that and allow it to come back up, but that is what has to happen for your healing. You can't shove it down. You have to let it come up and be felt, and then let it go, okay? And I say let it go like it's so easy, and I know that it's not, but at the same time, energetically, things we can't see or understand, it really is that easy, okay? But in the moment, it is hard. Once you get to the point where you've written everything down that happened, everything that hurt you, what they said, what they did, you felt it, you're going to write them a letter of forgiveness for you and for them. You're going to forgive yourself for participating in this fight. You're going to forgive yourself via writing that down for taking part in, for being a part of this fight or this situation, and then you want to forgive them as well. Now, I want to say this. There are a lot of people that say, I will never forgive. This person doesn't deserve forgiveness. I want you to try to take a step back, okay, and realize that we are all a soul in this body. That person that hurt you, they are a soul in this body. Me, I'm a soul in this body. You're a soul in your body. And at the soul level, we are all love. We all have compassion. We all care. I know that's hard to accept and believe, but through the work of many years of doing this, I have seen it myself, that our ego kind of gets in the way. And the world we live in is built on competition. It's built on greed. It's built on people taking advantage, okay? And so we learn to become that way. And so when we awaken our souls, we awaken ourselves to healing. Just know that not everybody is awakening to that yet, and we need to forgive that. We need to forgive them for that. Everybody will awaken and have their time, their karma, if you will, to go through and process what they have done and what has been done to them. That's not your job. Your job is to forgive. Why are we forgiving? We're forgiving because it heals us. We're not forgiving for them, okay? They have their own place and their own time to awaken and forgive, but you're forgiving them for you because it releases the biggest burden you don't realize that you have, okay? So writing a letter, writing down what happened, feeling it and expressing it, writing gratitude about it, writing forgiveness about it, writing how you want to feel about this situation now, whatever you feel best to write about, and how you want to use those words on that piece of paper to help you heal. But writing a letter is an amazing way to heal. I want to share a story very, very fast. When I was I believe 10 years old, I was in 5th grade. I said something to my best friend in the entire world. I've known her since I was 5 years old. She is still my best friend today, and I'm about to turn 41. And I said something. I don't remember what I said. I was in 5th grade. I remember we were kicking a soccer ball around, and whatever I said really upset her. And she stopped talking to me for 2 or 3 years. And I wrote a letter to her that I never sent. I believe we were in 7th grade when I started writing it. And she called me out of the blue. Now, 12-year-old me at the time had no idea what was happening. I had no idea my letter did that. But now that I'm awakened and I can see the world and I can see that words have meaning, words have intention, words have energy. When you say something, it goes out into the universe. When you say something negative about somebody, it affects them. When you say something positive, it affects them. And I know now that my letter, my grief that I wrote down in that letter, my apology that I wrote in that letter, it found her spiritually. So you can do the same thing for your life. These are 3 simple and effective ways to heal your life and to move on. And the last thing I want to say is that you have the ability to heal. Healing is not for you to worry about what the other person is doing. You don't have to worry about, well, I'm right and they're wrong. I know in the human form, it's hard to let that go. But if you can, again, take a step back on the soul level, those things don't matter. It's hurting you and holding you back. It's not holding them back. It's hurting you and holding your progression in life back. When you constantly keep telling the same stories over and over again, this person hurt me. And then you see, this person hurt me. And then another friend, this person hurt me. When you're repeating that, you're repeating the pain, you're repeating the hurt, and you are keeping yourself in those cycles. Now, I have been hurt. I have been stabbed in the back. I have been dumped. I have been broken up with. The love of my life, okay? I have been there. My father was killed at the hands of somebody else. I know what pain is. I might not know what all of it is, and I will never know your pain and you will never know mine. Everybody's is different, but I do know that we can heal. We can move forward. We can have a beautiful and positive, amazing life, and that is what I want for this channel, for you, for everybody more than anything, is to just heal. Please do leave comments down below if you have questions about these techniques. Maybe you have a technique that works really amazing for you. I want you to put that down in the comments so that we all can heal and help each other. No negativity, please, in the comments. They will be blocked. They will be deleted. If you need help, please reach out for help. Just know you're never alone. There is nothing in this world that we cannot do together to help and heal each other. Thank you, my lovely friend, and have a great day.